My next guest tonight is a cast member on Saturday Night Live. Let's take a look at her as Celine Dion.
I was born the youngest of 14 children in Charlemagne, Quebec. Holy cow, that's a lot of kids. No wonder I'm so skinny. But God made it up to me when he gave me the best voice in the world. No kidding.
Very nice. Please welcome Anna Gasteyer. You know, you actually have to be able to sing pretty well to sing that badly, right?
Well, I am.
Yeah? You like it. You like doing the musical numbers, right?
I do like the musical numbers, yeah. People would probably think that I'm a bit of a geek because of that, but yeah. I just got back from doing Lilith Fair, actually. Which
Hey, good about this. What are you doing at Lilith Fair?
Well, I have a character on the show who is inspired by Lilith Fair. She's a stand-up comic there, a resident stand-up comic, Cinder Calhoun, and she's very earnest, and she breaks into severe protest songs against, you know, beef franks and pantyhose and other crimes against humanity, such as that. So that's been really fun, and I would
think it'd be very strange being the comedian on the Lilith tour, which is... I mean, everybody else is a pretty serious...
Yeah, it's a very earnest bunch.
Rock and roller.
Absolutely, yeah. They really are.
Like, who else is on the tour?
Sarah McLachlan, the Indigo Girls, Natalie Merchant are the headliners.
Right.
A bunch of different people were there. Sinead O'Connor, a lot of really cool people. But people were so supportive. I mean, the fans are great. They line up and have, you know, all the teenagers love it. They love Saturday Night Live. And we got a lot of the softball playing gals, if you know what I mean. Really enjoyed themselves.
Why don't you help us with that term?
I had a couple...
We are broadcasting the Rust Belt and the Corn Belt, and...
I think what she's talking about is professional golfers.
Yeah. Field hockey players, you know.
I'm still lost.
They're lesbiterians.
Ah. And there are a lot of them coming to the, you know...
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, it's a big sister power thing, but I did have a couple of really nice compliments from some of my sister friends. A couple gals came up and said, you know, my girlfriend and I are on the floor every time we see you do that NPR thing. So it's just nice, you know. Good compliment.
The highest compliment, yeah.
Yeah,
now,
no, it was fun. I had a great time. I was honored to be there. It was really fun.
Now, what is your, you talked about your parents before on the show, and they sound like characters. Did your mom, did she go to see you at the Lilith Fair?
They just had the time of their lives, because I did it in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where my parents live, and they really did enjoy themselves. They've been trying to keep, you know, informed on the different bands. And
does she critique the Saturday Night Live musical guests?
They do. My dad did not like Mariah Carey. Bummed him out.
Mariah Carey's very worried about that.
Yeah, I'm sure. She's sweating it big time.
Yeah.
My dad called up and just said, you know, whatever that, you know, that Mariah Carey, good grief. He said her lower register is fine, but then she hits the high notes and the whole thing goes to seed.
I wish he wrote music reviews. That would be fun to read, though.
Yeah, they've got their opinions. The big one that they were really into for some reason, my mom, the Doors. Want to know why?
Why?
I like the keyboards. She used to play them in carpool. No kidding. You know, she just loved the Doors.
She used to play in your carpool?
Yeah,
she would play the Doors?
The best of the Doors.
What about when he's screaming, I want to kill my father?
All
these kids are sitting in the back seat.
She got a kick out of Light My Fire. She thought that was neat.
Now, so your dad, you've said before, he's kind of a dry character, right?
Yeah, he can be, he's very, very quiet guy, but when he says something, it has great important meaning, absolutely. I used to, in the 80s, I was one of those Madonna wannabe Cyndi Lauper types, wore the black lipstick and so forth. Yeah, that's what I read that, you know, with the, the bracelets.
It's a phase we all went through.
Absolutely, the gloves, and but yeah, so I don't know what happened, but last Christmas I was home, and, I don't know what my dad dreamt about or anything, you know, whatever, many, many years later. And I came down for Christmas morning. I turned to my dad and I said, you know, Merry Christmas, Dad. And he looked at me for a long time and he said, I'm glad you don't wear that black lipstick anymore. It made you look like a smallmouth bass.
What?
Merry Christmas. Look at my stockings, you know. I have no idea.
What about your mom? Is your mom also occasionally, does she do insults too, or?
No, she's more the subtly dramatic worry that she's gonna, you know, makes us worry that she's gonna die all the time, that kind of thing. She just left me a message on my machine, in fact, just like 2 weeks ago. It's like, You know, she's very high-strung. She's kind of a gerbil on speed type. But she's like, it's Mom. I had a fall. No skull or brain damage. But things are fine. Aunt Stephanie wants to come see Saturday Night Live in the fall. I got to go to dinner and stop by the CAT scan place. I left my earring there. Bye.
Little fragments of worrisome information.
Yeah, that's all. But she's fine. No
When my parents leave me a message, they always act like they're testing out the phone for the first time in 1902.
Oh, yeah. I know that.
You know, you get the message on the machine, and it is like Thomas Edison.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. Watson, are you there? Hello.
My favorite. I still get
the phone.
I still get that call waiting every single time, and they're on the time. Say, Mariana, did you hear a beep? I think that's a beep. Mariana, I got it, Philip. It's a beep. Well, I'll get it. And they just go back and forth the entire time. They never get that call. It just goes straight to voicemail.
In our family, we have literally like 40 people in the family, in the house. I don't know. Everyone's still in the house, and they're all there. And when I call them, if they get a call coming in on call waiting, there's this whole thing where my mother just snaps into action. All right, there's a call coming in. Tom, you hang up. Jack, Luke, Neil, you hang up. You go to another house. I will pick up the call. Then you three come back, but not in the same order that you picked it up in different descending order. You're like, good Lord.
Hit the flash button. Hit the flash button. Yeah.
And then she comes back, and she's like a doctor on ER. We lost it, damn it. It's very sad around there. Well, Saturday Night Live this week, host Matthew Broderick and musical guest Natalie Merchant.
Yep.
And you got to come back.
I will.
We enjoy it when you stop by.
I enjoy stopping by.
Our groovy pad.
All right, on a Gasteyer, everybody. Isn't it cool here? It's like a swinging. We'll take a break and be right back with Chris Eigenman. We'll see you in a second.